Nicolas Jackson's future remains up in the air despite Bayern Munich holding an option to buy him permanently from Chelsea. Bayern Munich agreed to pay a £14.3 million loan fee for Jackson, with a £56.2 million obligation to buy clause included in the deal depending on appearances. The Bundesliga giant's honorary chief Uli Hoeneß revealed Jackson's switch would never become permanent due to the clauses in his loan deal. It is understood the 24-year-old has to play 40 games to join Vincent Kompany's side permanently next summer. However, Football Insider reported on 9 November Bayern Munich are not expected to sign Jackson after he's largely failed to impress since joining on loan. Former Man City financial advisor Stefan Borson exclusively told Football Insider Bayern Munich could still agree a cut-price deal to sign Jackson once his loan deal comes to an end. Jackson has hinted at wanting to join Bayern Munich permanently after confessing he feels at home and is very happy after leaving Stamford Bridge. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, Borson said, "I think it's a big issue, but it was always likely to be. I think it was interesting the way that the deal was spun as being effectively done. Chelsea did brilliantly to get that loan fee for the player. It was a huge loan fee of €16 million, £14 million, from memory. He started 4 league games, and he's been substituted in all of those 4 games and has scored 1 goal. I think the trigger to buy him only kicks in at 40 games. Now, it's not impossible that they say, well, we will take him, but we're not paying the fee that was agreed. That's not impossible. I wouldn't rule out Jackson staying at Bayern Munich, but it always felt overpriced as a deal unless he was going to be a spectacular success. It was always hard to see how he could be a spectacular success because it was always hard to see how he would start every game necessary, unless Harry Kane was injured." Jackson has scored 3 goals in all competitions for Bayern Munich, but he's only started 5 times for the club. Jackson could agree Saudi deal after Chelsea exit latest. Borson believes Jackson is most likely to return to Chelsea, with a potential move to Saudi on the cards next summer. "I suspect the most likely scenario is he goes back to Chelsea," said Borson. "I think he's probably burnt a little bit in terms of the bridges there, so I don't imagine that he'll stay at Chelsea." It's back to that discussion again about where do expensive players go, with his combination of wages and fee. There are just not that many clubs around the world and you've just ticked one off with Bayern Munich. There's a handful of options, maybe Saudi. It feels like a player that could do quite well in Saudi, but does he want to go? It's hard to say. Jackson, who joined Chelsea for £32 million from Villarreal in 2023, registered 30 goals and 12 assists during his time at Stamford Bridge.